So yesterday was the much awaited hearing, House Oversight hearing with Michael Cohen. Now, during that hearing, Michael Cohen name dropped a few people that now the Democrats and the committee are interested in hearing from. Per Politico, the House Oversight Committee will now pursue interviews with some of President Trump's children and closest allies who were implicated in Cohen's testimony before the panel. Now, this is according to House Oversight Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings. Now, he told he told reporters, quote, "All you have to do is follow the transcript. If there are names that were mentioned or records that were mentioned during the hearing, we want to take a look at all of that." Oh, please do. Please take a look. Now, they mentioned Trump's children. Well, it's certainly they're not talking about Tiffany, but they are talking about Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka Trump, and CFO Alan Weisselberg, who was mentioned quite prominently during those hearings. Now, that is the longtime chief financial officer of the entire Trump organization. Now, you kind of wonder why Republicans were so worried about this hearing yesterday and why Mark Meadows and Jim Jordan were spending so much time focusing on Michael Cohen's personal flaws and things that he has said and said before and done in service of Trump, that they were ignoring the things that Cohen was actually saying about the Trump organization, right? So now we know why they're so worried, because it's incredibly damaging to both Donald Trump and the Trump family. And so now there is an excuse to talk to all of those people, and who knows what they're going to find and what questions they're going to ask. Now, is this a guarantee? Not necessarily. Cummings said, "They have a good chance of hearing from us, at least an interview. We'll go through it. We'll figure out who we want to talk to, and we'll bring them in." That sounds fun. So now, look, you might be wondering, what do the Democrats think they're going to get out of Don Jr. and Ivanka? Well, Cohen indicated to lawmakers on Wednesday that Trump Jr. had a role in the hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, the adult film actress who claims she had an affair with the president. Well, I'm very interested to hear Don Jr. talk about his role and what he knows about that, or what kind of tricks, or what kind of things that they can trip him up with. Then, not only that, but the president's former attorney and fixer also said that Trump Jr. knew more about the negotiations surrounding Trump Tower Moscow than Trump Jr. had led investigators to believe. Now, if it turns out that there is information that he did not tell investigators, that could be potentially damaging, well, then this could be a little bit of a problem for him. Now, Ivanka Trump, why they would bring her in for questioning is because she was apparently briefed about those talks, according to Michael Cohen. Now, that's also important, but I think less important than Don Jr. playing a role. Now, Alan Weisselberg. Now, Weisselberg is very interesting because he's the money guy, right? So now he was mentioned several times during the hearing, most notably when Cohen said the Trump Organization CFO signed one of the reimbursement checks for the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. So now, Steve Cohen, who is also on the Oversight Committee, said of this, quote, "There are people who can put meat on the flesh to what Michael Cohen offered. They are people who know intimately the details of the Trump personality and business." Yes, I bet they do. And he added, "I think it's important to follow up on what Michael Cohen said with those people." Meaning, there is a good chance that we will see fairly soon, I hope, Donald Trump Jr. and Ivanka Trump having to answer in front of a committee. And look, Michael Cohen himself had already gotten in trouble for lying to Congress once, right? Imagine if Don Jr. and Ivanka Trump both lie to Congress. Uh-oh, man. Oh, now Don Jr., I think, look, he is not especially bright, right? So there is a good chance that he'll say something that he probably shouldn't, just like his dad, and the whole thing will not be pretty. Now, so far, there's no reaction from the Trump family on this. No reaction from Don Jr. or Ivanka or the president that I know of. But when there is, watch out. It's not going to be good. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.